Hello? You there? You there? You out there, man? Hey, come on in. Chill down for a second, alright?
Yeah.
I just got things turned off. Did you manage to bring your camera? Sorry that busted.
Hey, sir, can you come back over here, please, and have a seat right on there? You seem to be in a hurry there. Right, have a seat right there, please.
All right.
No, just sit down. Why were you in such a hurry to get over on the other side of the fence?
Oh, nothing. I thought I was looking for somebody, and that's all. I'm sorry.
And who were you looking for?
John Pedersen.
John Pedersen.
Yeah.
And why were you looking for John?
Well, I was going to talk about some business.
And what business was that?
I'm going to try to find a job somewhere, and I heard about John Pedersen. I heard there was a guy named John Pedersen in the area. That's all I know.
In the area?
In this area. That's all.
And why did you come to this house looking for John Pedersen?
I had a phone call.
A phone call?
Yeah.
From?
In fact, I don't actually know the guy, besides the fact that his name is, I don't even remember his name. It was about 5 hours ago. I've been walking.
How far did you walk today?
How far did I walk?
Where did you come from?
I came from the mall down the road.
No, but originally, where did you start off from today?
I started off in Claremont.
Claremont.
Yeah.
And how far away is that?
I have no idea.
So you took a bus
I took a bus part of the way.
and walked the rest.
Yeah, I was just walking up the road because I was looking, and I was told that there's a John Pedersen that has a construction company in there.
So you were just walking down the road, and you thought that this fellow with a construction company lived in this house.
Somebody told me that he lived.
Somebody? Who was somebody?
A young man on the phone.
A young man on the phone. And how did you reach this young man on the phone?
He had called me.
He had called you, just out of the blue?
No, I think he had my number.
And how did he get your number?
I don't know how he got my number. I know that I've been putting out word that I'm looking for a job, and I was told that John Pedersen lived here, or in this neighborhood.
So
all I have is his address.
you received a call from someone who you didn't know, who said, go to a house where you've never been,
I know,
to see a man you've never met, to get a job. Is that correct?
No, what I said to you is I have a friend.
Right.
Okay. He told me about a guy named John Pedersen that lives in this neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Okay. I had an address. Mm-hmm. I found out where this neighborhood was. I walked. I'm looking for work.
You couldn't just call John Pedersen on the phone?
I was not given his actual number. I was told he was just going to be in the area.
Just hanging out waiting for you.
No.
At a
11:20
at night.
My problem was I was walking.
So you thought you were going to come to a job interview at this home at 11:20 at night.
I was going to leave a note.
You were going to leave a note.
That's all I'm going to do. That's all. That's all I have.
Do you see why that doesn't make sense?
Well, I understand there's construction up here. Okay? That's what I know. And I was told that John, I could leave a note here because young man, I don't know, college kid knows John. I don't know.
College kid.
And when I called the number, he said, yeah, come on in, the back gates, the gate's open.
And what's your name?
My name is Michael.
Michael Wilson.
No, Michael Weary.
Michael Weary. And what's your email address?
An email address?
Yeah. How about jmichaelwilsey@yahoo.com?
I think I have used J. Michael Wilsey, but I used that a long time ago.
How about today? How How about on the 30th of December? Did you use it?
Oh, no, I was...
How about on the 31st of December?
On the 31st of December.
How about on January 4th? Michael, did you use it then?
I haven't been on a computer in a while, myself. I used to.
How about on the 5th?
When I was married, I used to use that name.
Why don't you just tell me the truth?
So I don't know when
it's going to be a lot easier if you just tell me the truth.
It's going to be a lot easier for what? Okay, look. I had a phone call. That's what I had. Okay? That's what I had. I came to what was construction. I was going to leave a note. That's all I have. Okay? I was going to get myself back to town and go home.
You willing to send me a couple good news? You are one sexy boy. How tall? Give me dimensions, please.
I don't know what that refers to. I am in the process of going through a dating service for a girl that, and I've been trying to see,
Of course, how can I know you're not a cop or working for them or trying to blank with me or get me busted? You are a really cute 13-year-old, and I love what I saw.
Wow.
I need to see you in person, talk, and see what you are wanting when you're offline. Also, you talked about pics, porn. By the way, why wouldn't I want to see you and taste your beautiful body? Make love to you. You are a gorgeous 13-year-old girl.
That's not my style. I never had any affiliation with 13-year-olds.
Are you a photographer?
I think about a long time ago I was. I did some photography.
You think about it a long time ago.
Well, I don't consider myself a photographer. I think it's been a long time.
I am a promotional photographer.
I know some people that knew that of me.
Did you ever do any promotions for Kindergarten Cop, the movie?
I saw the movie. I know some people that have seen me with the movie, but that was it.
I am a promotional photographer and have done such promotions as Kindergarten Cop and some gay porno films.
I've done some landscape photography. I have not used J. Michael Wiltsey in a long time as far as, any internet or addresses. I have the name on my school ID because of the fact, how did I say that? When I was going to school, 6 years ago, 10 years ago, 6 to 10 years ago, it was 1999 when I left. End of story. But I've had some people that really didn't like me. I understood and I seen construction up here and I wasn't sure.
Wait a minute, you've seen construction or somebody told you about construction, your story is shit.
Well, no, what I saw on the way up here, I saw construction.
Right.
That's what I said. I said I was told about construction, I saw construction, and I was told that, if I'm late, don't trip. There's a young man here I can leave
a young man.
That's what I was told.
Now, who told you this? Just so I have the story straight. Somebody calls you when? Today, yesterday, the day before?
Oh, I guess it's been about a week.
A week ago.
Yeah.
And it says, Michael, I know you're looking for a job.
Actually, we talked about a number of things.
Mm-hmm. And who was the person who called?
Who was the person who called? I had about 3 different phone calls. Michael, I talked to Michael on the bus on the 482. I talked to...
Wait a minute, who, just be straight with me. Who called you to say there was a job and you should come here and leave a note?
I came on just what he had told me about. That's what I came on. I'm just striving for work. I came on the fact that I was told it was construction work, and they're not caring whether or not there's some past history, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to find work.
Where do you live, Mike?
I live in Pomona.
In Pomona?
That's where I live in.
What's your address in Pomona?
693 North Signal. I live in Pomona. That's where I live. You know why? I live there. I know about. I was told by on the bus. I was told by. Actually, it was a conversation on the bus by a Mexican who was riding the bus. He says there's a cement company. I know about one of those companies. I'm going to try to check into. I know about some construction up here. That's
what was your plan? Where were you going to stay tonight?
What?
Where were you going to stay
back home?
You're going to go back home.
Yeah.
So you came all the way here.
I came. You know what happened?
You're going to drop off a note.
Stop.
And then you're going to
what happened?
To promote it.
How it started is I was coming up here on bus. And I got up here and I found out the number 3 doesn't run any longer. Okay? But I'm already past the 1. Okay? And I'm up here and I'm finding out as I'm walking, I'm looking for a bus stop and says, and excuse me. I'm told that it stopped at 6 o'clock or something like that. I'm already on foot though. Okay? So I'm told steam something, I don't know. I'm just told that up in this area, okay, that there's and I had an address. All I did is write down an address. I was told that a young man.
Who was sending these emails with your?
I haven't used that account since 1999.
Here's the problem with that. I know you were at a public library using a computer.
You know what I was, or you know that somebody was using that account?
I know you were.
You know, I was. That's good. I would do sometimes go and talk to a friend of mine in a public library. You know that Jane.
Can I taste your nuts? And
that's
will
not
you
my style.
Blank me. That's what porn is.
That's
lots of art is sex. How can I promote someone I never had lots of hot sex?
I can figure that maybe a couple of people might want to try to get me in trouble. I don't know. That does not.
So you're saying this was somebody else, even though we know you were at the public library using a computer. And
what you know is I was at a public library. That's what you may know.
Well, you don't know everything I know.
Okay.
So you want to tell me the real story now? Or you want to go with what you got? It's up to you.
And what does the real story get me?
It's up to you. You can tell me the truth or you can tell me the story. It's up to you. I can't make you do one thing or the other.
And
your story doesn't make that much sense. Now, maybe I'm skeptical.
I don't know.
But it doesn't
I don't even know
sense.
who you are. I don't even know who you are. I came in here. I was just now told that gate's open. Come on in. Okay.
And who told you that?
A young man.
A young man.
Okay. I was told there was a young man here that knows.
That knows what?
This guy that runs this construction company over here.
What this sounds like, Michael, is that you were coming here to have sex with a 13-year-old
Oh
boy.
hell no! I'm dating. I got her phone number on my computer. On my phone. And I'm dating a young black girl.
Well, why would you say these things to somebody you thought was a 13-year-old?
Maybe somebody else that was also on the computer in the library been using my name.
So it's one big mix-up.
I'm telling you what I came in for, and I don't have sex with anybody. Not me. And if you were anybody that had access to my record, you look at my record, you figure out that the only time I had any problems with anybody was a young woman, unless you look at my adolescent stuff. And then I was an adolescent.
So you've got a record.
I'm guessing I do.
You're guessing you do.
Yeah, I have a record. You know I have.
You had a problem with a young woman.
A long time ago.
You do time for that?
Don't you know?
I'm asking you.
Why are you asking?
I want to know the truth.
Yes, I've done time for that. Straight up, I've done time for that. It was with a young woman. Ain't no kids in me. There's nothing in my records that even suggested. I have walked from Pomona. Let me get my milk on my bag. That's all I'm gonna do.
I'd rather you didn't go into that. I mean, I'm almost finished asking questions.
Huh?
I'm almost finished asking you questions. What was your plan here?
My plan was because I'm desperate for a job. I had no money, income, none. That's it. You know what part of my problem has been? Okay, I can tell you where my desperation comes from. Okay, my desperation was for a job. If somebody else had used an email account that I used a long time ago, I'm sorry about that. Then I got to change a number of things. Okay? That I haven't gone by G. Michael Wilson at Yahoo since 1999. That is the truth. Now I've been in the library. I've chatted with a couple people. Okay. There are a couple flakes in this world that I know of.
You're talking to a boy named Luke.
I don't know a boy named Luke.
I'll be there as close to 11 as possible, so I will need your number so that I can call you when I'm near the bus stop. I will look for you, and we will discreetly go to your room and talk. And we'll talk about whatever pops up and stimulates you. I will look for you, and we will discreetly go to your room and talk. And we'll talk about whatever pops up and stimulates you into whatsoever you want.
You are reading me something that somebody wrote. I'm sorry to hear that.
So I need exact bus stop near our place as I get off. I'll walk toward your street, so you also must tell me how to get to your bed from there.
Well, I don't know about what everybody that this person has said to a 13-year-old. I never even met a 13-year-old. I'm not going to talk to somebody I never met before.
That's what it looks like you did.
I never met this person. Who's Luke? I never met no Luke.
You didn't talk to him via the internet.
I've never talked to anybody that I know of by the name of Luke. Grant, I talked to somebody tonight. I never asked the young man his name.
Well,
I never asked the young man the name.
the reason why I'm so curious about all of this is that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We've been doing a story on computer predators, adults who go online to try to meet young teens. Now, if you have anything else you'd like to say for yourself, we'd love to hear it. If not, you're obviously free to leave and go on.
I'm not doing anything. Now, if there's not, it's Scott Patterson.
There's no Scott Patterson.
And
Do you have Scott Patterson's name written down?
no, I have an address. I can leave an address. That's all I was planning to do. There's no Scott Patterson. I can leave no phone number, no address.
So you never wrote down Scott Patterson's name?
No, I didn't write anybody else's name either. I'm going to have to change some things, but no, I have never, ever, ever.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No.
It was like Weary had gone through an eco-challenge race. He had walked, he had gotten on a bus, he had walked some more, and when you see him come up the driveway, he's got a backpack and a hat, and he looks like a hiker. And he's weary, thirsty, who came from a long ways away to try to get honest work. The problem with that, of course, is that none of it makes sense.
I know I may have to speak to you, but I don't have to speak to the media. And I don't have to speak to you without a lawyer.
Now, but many prosecutors around the country, including Riverside County's Michelle Paradise, are not afraid to say out loud that they don't believe most sex predators, especially those addicted to the internet, can ever be reformed.
The young man I thought was supposed to be here.
What's that person's name?
Scott was supposed to be here, and he didn't mention his name. I just said, look at Scott.
Who's Scott?
The guy I was supposed to meet. I was told
You work construction?
I was looking for any kind of job.
You don't work right now?